Yeah. Good to see another one. Softball. The jumbotron there. But it's not what I really know. Yeah, that practice in and might I'd like to see this get I can't wait. And in fifth period, you will learn about this figure in high school. It's I don't think that was fun. But in my first year of that part, science, I have all my school friends. We either go. Because my mom knows her. No. Alright, dude. I'm players. See? You did or did? No, that's not it. You know, the chop. That's well. There's some things. Yeah, that's the same thing. I put it full. I can still not know. The Wildcat.
And now, making their way to midfield for the coin toss are your captains for this evening. For the visiting Red Devils, we have numbers 14, 12, 11, and 1. For your Wildcats, we have number 65, Manny Felix, number 53, Jesus Perez, number 58, Hector Patino, and number 50, Chris Cook.
Thank you. No way. It's always you. No way to grab it. Awful.
Wildcats win the toss, and they will elect to defer to the second half. Red Devils will receive the kickoff.
Good evening, Williston sports fans. As you just heard, Hardee County Wildcats have won the toss and elected to defer. Williston will start off on offense. Williston enters the night at 5-4, looking to improve to 6-4. The Hardee County Wildcats are also 5-4, looking to try to improve to 6-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hardee Wildcats.
Hardee is a 3A, where Williston is a rural school. In terms of comparable matchups for you to try to infer a little bit of a little matchup of the game, you could use the Wildwood game for Hardee as a result to try to pull from. Hardee lost to Wildwood 28-7. Wildwood is a rural classification school that is 3-6. Has played Dunellen and lost 48-7. So you could try to take a little bit from it as you will, but we should have a matchup that might start off close. See Williston try to pull away from it towards the end. But if you're watching with us tonight on the first time, we have two different streams for you tonight. The first stream being a horizontal stream coming to you at 1080p on YouTube. You also have a secondary shot designed for the small screen, and that is the one that is labeled vertical. And the kick is off and back through the end zone for a touchback, where Williston will start with the ball on the 20-yard line. This game is a rare Thursday night football game for Williston High School due to it having week 12 added because of the hurricanes. We were worried that Raphael may turn up and give us another rain out, but that ended up not being the case. We have a beautiful night down here in Wauchula. Looks like our starting QB, Mr. Jazikov, is getting everybody set. We have a wing to the left, split backs. And the handoff goes to the left side for a gain of 4, where we're looking at about 2nd and 6.
Handoff to number 0, tackled by Cade Gibbert. The 2nd down for Red Devils.
I'd like to thank the Hardee County Wildcats for their hospitality and giving us permission from the athletic department to be able to bring you this broadcast, because I know, as you can see,
Pressure in the backfield by Ashton
not a whole
Bass.
lot of Williston
Pass ball
fans
incomplete.
made the 3-hour,
Third down for
30-minute drive to Wauchula. So hopefully that means we have plenty of people being able to catch up with the game on the stream. If you are on the stream, please make sure to like and subscribe. Also hit the bell for notifications. Liking the stream will help other football fans find the stream in the game in case they're looking for it and can't find it. It'll also help the YouTube algorithm suggest it to other football fans in the area, but Jazikov gets us into formation, rolls out to the right, and throws incomplete on 3rd down. So the initial drive is going to be
Pass intended for number 88, falls incomplete. Bring up 4th down to the Red Devils.
Red Devil offense. Looks like the Red Devils may need to shake off a little bit of the bus ride still. Snap gets back to Gagne to punt. Oh, and it's a muff punt. Williston picks up the ball and will retain possession on the special teams miscue by Hardee County. I have a feeling they may mark that back just a couple of yards because we can't really advance the muff punt. Plus, they said he didn't gain possession until the 35-yard line. But let's check in with the White Hat, see what the penalty might be.
Fumble on the return.
I have a feeling it's against Hardee County, though, since he's talking to Coach Pruitt on the sideline.
Red Devils will take over at Hardee 35.
Sideline warning against the Wildcats.
Flag on the field.
So inconsequential to the results of the play. So Red Devil get a new set of downs. Let's see what they do with it on the split backs. Handoff up the middle to Jabari Williams. He picks up the first down of the game.
Handoff number 22 is good for a 1st down. That'll move the chains for Red Devils.
If you're tuning in to us tonight and want to show your appreciation to Hardee County High School for them letting us broadcast tonight. Feel free to follow the Hardee Huddle on YouTube and Facebook, where they are doing something similar to highlight the athletic department of Hardee County High School Wildcats.
Yeah, the number 0.
Marion Walker gained 7 yards on first down. Although the down and distance change looks a little bit more like 6. Second and 4. Handoff up the middle is met at the line of scrimmage. Mr. Williams gets a gain of, call it no yards.
Wallace and Moran on the
34.
Bring up third down for the Red Devils.
Red Devils come to the line with wing to right on the wing tee. Strong right. Handoff to the left side. Looks to gain the first down after he picks up 5 yards.
Hard tackle by Reeder. Can be good enough for a first down.
Another set of downs for the Red Devils. Ball is on the 13-yard line of Hardee County. Strong right, split into the right. Wing to the right, and the handoff to Marion Walker goes to the right, where he picks up 8 yards to get it to the 5-yard line of Hardee County. It'll be second and short.
Handoff to number 0. The big game.
The Red Devils threatening to score the game's first touchdown. Go. Amarian to the right again. Gets past the line of scrimmage, but not quite to the first down marker. It's going to be third down and
tackle by
call it 1.
They keep it at third and short.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the same play here, except instead it's a handoff to Jamari Williams, who gets the first down, first and goal from the 3-yard line for the Red Devils.
Hardee defense prevents 6, but it's still going to be good enough for a first down. The first and goal for the Red Devils.
Wing to the left, split into the left, split backs in the backfield. Handoff to Amarian Walker that is Amarian Walker. He's in the end zone for 6 points and a Williston Red Devil touchdown. Special teams unit comes in to try to convert the extra point. The battery includes Ryan Gagne, number 9, John Jazikoff, the holder, our starting QB, number 14. Trying to get a view of the long snapper here to let you know who that is, but I can't right now. Good snap, good hold, and a great kick as always by Mr. Gagne makes it 7-0 Red Devils.
Good. Great kick by number 9. Score is Williston 7, Hardee 0.
After going 3 and out, the Red Devils turned the special teams party 7 points. Got a oops it. Ball's fielded at the 5-yard line by the Wildcats. Makes a couple of Red Devils miss, but not all of them. So he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Decent starting position for
Wildcats to take over.
To take over on offense. Exactly 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The Red Devils are up 7-0. Hardee approaches the line in the I formation with the tight ends to the left, 2 backs behind the quarterback, and a wing to the right. Leads with ISO up the middle. He tries to break it to the right side, but stopped for a Red Devil defense.
Second down.
Twin receivers to the left side of the formation in an unbalanced formation. Leads to the left and breaks a sizable run. Lineman, it looks like a run through that side all the way.
And another Wildcat.
Maybe that'll be a key the Red Devils pick up on later in the game. Wildcats make it to the 34-yard line of the Red Devils. Hardee is in plus territory. Wildcats and split backs. Red Devils are used to that look as they stop at the line of scrimmage. As far defense has to practice against that look every day. Hardee's back to the high back formation and unbalanced formation again and run it to the unbalanced side and pick up 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and short.
Another give to Cherry will come up 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Wildcats have given multiple looks to the Red Devils so far. Unbalanced to the left and to the right. Twin receiver set. Split back set. The Wildcats give a single back look with load of Wildcats to the left side. The ball's on the ground. Red Devils say they've recovered it. Let's see what the referees say. Well, the Wildcat jumped up out of the pile with the ball, but it's 4th down and short. Twin set receivers to the right side, eye backs. Lead to the right side is hit close to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he may have gotten enough
Give the cherry on fourth down.
chains. And he is.
Be good enough
The
for a first down Wildcat.
Looks like he made it by about half a yard. And the officials have taken a
Timeout on
timeout
the field for official
break.
water break.
We're a little behind on that one there, but 3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wildcats are inside the 25-yard line of the Red Devils, threatening in plus territory on 1st and 10. Interception made by the Red Devils on 1st down inside the 25-yard line, and they will take over.
Pass intercepted by Williston.
Looks like we're being spotted at the 26-yard line. Big play by the Williston defense. While the Wildcats try to throw the ball for the first time during the game and end up throwing an interception to the Red Devil defense, but the Red Devil defense has definitely started to figure out a little bit of the multiple looks that are being thrown at them. Mr. Williams breaks a big run up the right-hand side, gets into plus territory of the Wildcats, where he will be brought down at the 44-yard line.
Another big gain. It'll be first down for Red Devil.
Red Devils take a snap in plus territory with twin receivers and a wing to the right. And a handoff to Mr. Walker on the right. It goes for a yard and a half. It will be 2nd down. We'll call it 8. Maybe elongate. Elongate. Red Devils line up in the wing tee to the left. See a pulling guard coming out there on a little trap play, which goes for a first down for the Red Devils.
And out to 22 is good enough for another first down for the Red Devils.
Looks like he hit the exact down and distance there. But the Red Devils are threatening to score again as they pick up another first down in plus territory. I think I stared at so much Central Florida traffic that my brain is still scrambled. Twin receivers to the right, split backs, and a toss sweep to the right. Short side of the field toss sweep, and Mr. Walker turns it up to get a gain of 2.5.
Ashton Bass on the
That's
tackle.
good look
Red
for
Devil out of
what could
bounds.
possibly
Bring
be
a second down for Williston.
a different concept in the pass game later. Wing to the left, split into the right on the wing tee. And a counter to the right with Mr. Penny slipping out of a tackle and almost picking up a first down. It'll be 3rd and short with 1 minute 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wing tee to the left, split in to the left. And a handoff to the left has a big hole, although that looks like it's going to be called back with an illegal block of some kind, most likely a hold.
Flag on the play.
It was in the vicinity of either a hold or some sort of face mask, but the guy who threw it usually only has one of those two penalties. It is a hold. It will mark off 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Red Devils.
The field is holding on the offense. That'll back up the Red Devils.
They must have done it 10 yards from the spot of the foul instead, so it's 3rd and 9. Still 3rd and long, but I was expecting 3rd and 12. Must have been why it was important for the flag to be spotted in the spot that it was. Red Devils have split backs and twin receivers. They usually like to sprint out of this. But instead, Mr. Jazikoff does a play fake and drop back. Unfortunately, can't get much protection, but he gets the ball out to Mr. Williams, who still manages to pick up positive yardage. And the Red Devils have a decision to make about whether to try a long field goal or go for it on 4th down.
The 4th down Red Devils.
But it's a decision they'll get to think about during the break between the first and second quarter, as that was the last play of the first quarter.
Red Devils 7, Wildcats 0.
So as they flip the field for the start of the second quarter, I want to say thank you to everybody who was tuning in from home in Williston. If you're watching with us and you have not previously subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps out more than you know, and it's completely free. So to subscribe, if you're watching on TV, hit your little plus button along the bar for fast forward or reverse. If you're watching on a small screen phone, just make sure to hit the subscribe button right next to us.
Yes, would like to thank the junior coaches for keeping our things stand.
Red Devils are lined up with split backs and twin receivers to the left for a pivotal 4th down play to start the second quarter. And Mr. Jazikoff does a little sprint out, hits a receiver on a deep out, a nice strong throw, picks up a gain of close to 20 yards and a Red Devil first down.
Red Devils, the first down Williston.
Red Devils throw the bench concept out there. send a receiver deep and hit the underneath the deep out route. Would ask you guys to update us in the chat if there are any scores from across your usual Friday night of football, except there's no Friday night football going on right now. We're one of the only games in the state right here, but Williston is going to take a timeout as they didn't like the look of the Hardee County defense. Tomorrow evening, your FHSAA will be announcing the playoff brackets. We'll get to see if Williston has earned a first spot for the first round of the playoffs. We're on with the FHSAA executive director on the live stream the other night. It was letting us know how the bottom half of Fernal will be participating in the Florida Invitational Tournament. Williston's not going to get an invitation to it because we're going to be in the top half of the playoffs, barring something crazy happening tonight. But Williston's strength of schedule and previous record should have done enough to earn them a playoff spot already. We're just trying to figure out if it's going to be a home playoff game or a away playoff game. And Mr. Williams takes it in for a touchdown. However, there's a flag thrown in late at the 5-yard line. So not 100% sure if that's going to count. It's another hold against the Williston offense.
Call on the field is holding on Williston.
Since it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul, it's going to be first down again. But first and 12 from the 15-yard line. Feel like we were missing somebody on offense there, but we pick up 4 yards, 2nd and 9. Either that or I was just miscounting pre-snap.
Tackle by number 21,
probably be miscounting.
You bring up 2nd down for the Red Devils.
Wing to the left, handoff up the middle. Mr. Williams is putting in some work and lowers the shoulder for a hard-fought 4 yards. We're looking at 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. Well, just inside the 10, actually. Handoff for Marion Walker is going to go for 6 and a Red Devil touchdown. And that one happened so quick, I barely got the call off. All of a sudden, Mr. Walker was in the end zone with reservations for 6. Special teams unit comes in to line up the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and another good kick for Mr. Gagne.
Another extra point is good.
The Red Devils extend the
Score is
lead.
now Williston 14, Hardee 0.
Well, it looks like some of the efforts of the JV guys are being rewarded with starting positions
Ladies
on
and
special
gentlemen,
teams units.
stand up for the kickoff.
Gagne lines them up and waits for the whistle for ready to play. Sure, he's going to try to boot this one out of the back of the end zone because he likes to do that. I could never kick a ball worth anything like that, so if I was him, I'd try to. And he lays into this one. It's taken in the corner on the one. And a great open field tackle is made at the 13-yard line by the Red Devils. It'll be 1st and 10. Let's see where they spot him. Oh, it looks like they're giving him the 15. Pretty generous spot right there.
Kickoff returned by Taylor, and the Wildcats will take over on their own 15.
So even better than a touchback, we got a corner kick, a great open field tackle, and 5-yard worse starting position than they would have gotten on a touchback. Wildcats come out with a single back, 2 wings to the right side, and a toss to the right side. But the Red Devil defense attacks the outside shoulder of the toss and turns it back in and makes sure that it's only a short game. Count them for 2, 2nd and 8. Great defensive technique by the Red Devils to attack the outside shoulder of the lead block and turn it back into the teeth of the defense. I could have easily been outnumbered on the outside. And the lead play tries to bounce outside, but it's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 14-yard line. The
Stand up to Cherry, lose a yard. 3rd and long for Wildcats.
Looks like the Red Devils have definitely taken the rust on us and are starting to flex their muscles on defense. The Red Devils are going to try to get a man out after turning the Wildcats over with an interception. Wildcats drop back, sprint out to the right. That's a hold that's not called, but the pass flies out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and 11. Red Devils have forced the 3 and out. The referee disagreed with me on the hold and took it easy on the running back trying to block in the backfield. It's the thing about an eye offense with a running back having to pick up on a unblocked defender in the backfield. It's just something that running backs at the high school level are not going to be very good at unless they're elite running backs. Good snap. Kick is fielded at the 48-yard line. The Red Devils are going to start in plus territory on the fair catch.
The Red Devils will take over at midfield.
Oh, they gave him the 47, actually. Hey, thanks again for joining us tonight. Looks like we've got a healthy number of people watching on both formats. So if you're watching on the big screen, thank you. Hopefully we're bringing you some good picture and sound quality tonight. If you're watching on the small screen, because, you know, some of the families watching something else on the big screen, you're missing out on Mr. Williams just absolutely laying the boom down into the secondary and picking up a 1st down. What a run. Hopefully there's some coaches from the next level that just watched that run and said, sign that guy up for my squad. Red Devils get a new set of downs on the 28-yard line, threatening to go up by 3 possessions. And another handoff to the left side is going to get real close to the line to gain. Maybe he got it. It looks like they were taking a look to see. It's pretty close, but it's going to be second down. Let's get an update on the clock. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. That's been dominated by the Red Devils and dominated in particular by Mr. Jamari Williams. He delivers another punishing first down run. It's going to be first and goal from the 8-yard line. And unfortunately, the results you're seeing right here is exactly the reason that we have to drive 3 hours to get a game. Red Devils come out in the wing tee to the right. Counter to the left, though, is stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. Looks like one of the play side down blocks didn't land.
And second down to the Red Devils.
But if it did, he had nothing but green grass between him and the end zone after that.
I had semi-street balls. Why not? Well, sometimes too much feet. I don't like to walk. Peanut butter balls.
Red Devils line up on second down and goal. Wing to the right, pitch to the left, where Mr. Walker has a load of blockers in front of him. And give him 6.
Touchdown, Williston.
It's another touchdown for the Red Devil offense. Looks like we're missing one out of the special teams battery. Somebody just run out there and make a punt. Gagne lines up the extra point. Good snap, good hold. And
Extra
another
point is good.
excellent kick.
Score is now Williston 21,
To extend
Hardee 0.
21-point lead. Red Devils with 5 minutes and 59 seconds left in the first half. Feeling that's the whistle for the officials' timeout for water break. Just to show off a little something of pride for the Hardee Wildcats. They've got a nice little video board in that end zone, showing all the pictures of sponsors, current Wildcat athletes, and former Wildcat athletes. One of their alumni just won a World Series ring with the Dodgers. I'll take that as a moment for a water break, too. Gagne special teams
Stand up for the
unit gets the
kickoff.
ball set on the 40. And another beautiful kick is going to go and die at the 2-yard line. What a kick. That literally looked like a pitching wedge. Because the entire special teams unit of the Wildcats was expecting that to go through the end zone, but it landed on the 1 and backed up.
And an unlucky bounce on the kick will pin the Wildcats back inside the 5.
Williston has a chance to pin their ears back and really put on some pressure here. Eye back look. Handoff up the middle. Breaks a big hole. It's about a 40-yard carry to get the Wildcats off the 2-yard line. Give them the
First down for Wildcats.
1st and 10 from the 40.
How about a tip of the cap to the offensive line there?
Wildcats line up and hand it to the fullback, but Tim Taylor almost takes the handoff himself. And in another edition of Bad Spots 101, they give him the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Not really sure how a handoff to the fullback gets stuffed in the backfield during the handoff and gets the line of scrimmage as the spot. But here we are. I have a feeling that's going to be called down by contact. And that's exactly what
the shoestring tackle prevents Terry from getting 6, but that is good enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st down Wildcats.
Quite a good run and gets him a 1st down. The Wildcats have now gained 51 yards on the drive to 10-plus territory. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Wildcats have eye backs, unbalanced formation to the left, and the Red Devils have started to identify the unbalanced formation and the tendency to run to the unbalanced side. Wildcat offense comes up with a bunch formation to the right, split backs, toss sweep to the right, and a stop is made for a short gain.
Toss to Bass is good for at least 5.
3rd
The 3rd down for the Wildcats.
and 4. Maybe 3rd and 5. Same formation for the Wildcats. Unbalanced to the right. False start not called. Handoff up the middle is stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 4th down. The clock is still running.
Handoff to McCrory stopped at the line of the 4th and 5 for the Wildcats.
The Wildcats have elected to punt the ball. And that is not going to be a punt. That's going to be a penalty
Flag on the
against the
play.
Red Devils where that might pick up the 1st down. Little trick play by the shift in alignment. Gets the Red
Out on the field is 5 for the Red Devils.
Soon that's enough for the 1st down. And yes, the white hat has said it is a 1st down. So new set of
With
downs.
that flag, it'll move the chains and be 1st down Wildcat.
Bunch left, split backs, toss left. And the Red Devils are tracking it down in the backfield. Manages to turn it for a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8.
Toss to Taylor, picks up 2. He's 2nd down for Wildcats.
Wildcats have I-back formation. Twins to the right. Handoff up the middle is stopped for no gain. 3rd down and 8.
Number 11 for Williston fills the gap and will be 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Wildcats don't have much of a sense of urgency as the clock is under a minute and running. They've got 3 timeouts in their pocket still. I-back, swing to the right, split in to the right, tight end to the left. Drops back on a 3-step drop. And the ball is way overthrown.
Pass intended for Wallace falls incomplete and will be 4th down for the Wildcat.
"39 seconds in the 1st half. The Wildcats have come out in punt formation. Looks like they are needing an extra player on the field. They have 6 seconds to get the snap off. They get the snap off. It's a good snap. Kick is fielded inside the 5, and the punt is muffed. Red Devils maintain possession. It will be 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line.
But Williston
30 seconds
recovers.
remaining in the 1st half.
1st down Red Devils.
Red Devils have 2 timeouts remaining. So look for the offense to maybe see if they can get a drive starter here, or they may just take a knee and take it into the 2nd half. The Wildcats will start with the ball in the second half. So maybe Williston will try to steal a possession here. If not, though, it's been a great first half of football for the Red Devils. Oh, excuse me. And QB just kneels on it. And it looks like both teams are content going into the half with Williston leading 21-0.
And that's going to do it for your first half. Williston 21, Hardee 0.
Well, everybody, we're glad you're here with us. And during the halftime show, if you want to talk a little playoff football, I'm pulling up the current FHSAA football rankings as well as the Max Preps rankings. The Max Preps rankings are not used for playoff seeding and classification. The FHSAA is, however, you would expect towards the end of the season that the Max Preps rankings and the FHSAA rankings are pretty similar. The FHSAA rankings have not updated over the weekend. The Max Preps rankings have. So the Max Preps rankings have Hawthorne rated number 1 in rural football at 7-1 with a rating of 41.2 and a 16.4 strength of schedule. Madison County number 2 at 6-3 with 36.6 and a 29.1 strength of schedule. Union County Tigers at 8-1, ranked 3rd with a 27 rating and a 2.4 strength of schedule. The team that just defeated Union County ranked 4th with Chiefland Indians at 9-1, a 20.7 rating, but a negative 9.6 strength of schedule. Pahokee ranked number 5 at 5-3 with a 16.3 rating and a 9 strength. Williston comes in at number 6, 5-4, 14.8 and 5.1. Fort Wright checking in at number 7 at 5-4 with a 10.2 and 7.8. Mayo at 6-4 checks in at 8 with a 7.1 rating and a negative.
Ladies and gentlemen, now forming at midfield. Hardee Senior High School's award-winning marching band, the Blue Star Brigade.
4.2 rating.
The Blue Star Brigade is under the direction of Mr. Justin Graham. Your drum majors for this evening are Gabriel Espinoza and Alana Wyckoff. For tonight's halftime performance, the Blue Star Brigade presents Breakout by Randall Standridge. Based on the cinematic scores of film noir and detective classics, this thrilling production depicts a breakout from prison and the ensuing chase across an urban landscape. Drum majors,
Now, if
is your
FHSAA
band
rankings
ready?
reflect the same rankings as Max Preps when the season is done, then Williston would have a home game against Cottondale. Cottondale is currently 9-0
All right, line up for the head
but
count.
their strength of schedule is not
Prisoners missing.
as
We have a
good.
breakout.
Some of their best opponents are teams like Wauchula, Liberty County, Franklin, FAMU, Freeport. So teams that haven't really played great football this year, but they've beaten all the teams that are on their schedule. So can't really complain there. But now, if you go to the FHSAA rankings that not updated since the Union County Chiefly game, Union County is ranked number 1, Hawthorne is ranked number 2, Venice is ranked 3, Pahokee is number 4, Chiefland is number 5, Jay is number 6, Hopdale is number 7, Osceola Christians, Monticello is ranked 8, Shipley is ranked 9th. Fort White is ranked 10th. Town is ranked 11th. Mayo is ranked 12th. Williston is ranked 13th. Is ranked 14th. Franklin area is ranked 15th, and Brantford is ranked 16th. So there's obviously a little bit of discrepancy there between a couple of teams included. You notice that Priscilla Christian, who is 10-0, is currently 18th in the Max Press rankings. But the Max Press rankings also show them as a negative 8.7 on their ranking and a negative 35.9 in strength and schedule. So they are ranked just ahead of 4 and 6 Dixie County and just behind the 5 and 4 Port St. Joe. So the playoff rankings right now with the FHSA and Max Preps are a little bit different. Let's see what else do we see as some of the differences. Well, besides Williston checking in at 13th, because Williston checking in at 13th would put them traveling to Pahokee, who Pahokee would then host a playoff game. Now, let's take a look at what Pahokee has done this season so far. In 5-3, one of their losses is to Cardinal Newman, 3-8. And if you've paid attention to Cardinal Newman this year, you know that that's a pretty good football team. And that's a team that took U-Holtz down to the fire team to 7. It's considered one of the best overall team in the state of Florida. So Okie definitely had a great schedule. Their other losses are to Palm Beach and Central Place. They have wins against Seminole Ridge, Lakeland Grove, Lake Earth. This is right here. We do have a common opponent in Zephyr Hills Christian Academy. Pahokee beat Zephyr Hills Christian Academy 30-6, where we won that game at Zephyr Hills Christian Academy by a score of 56-6. So I like our matchup possibility, especially because Pahokee got to play them at home. Williston played them at home as well. Or excuse me, it's because Zephyr Hills basically was the host. So he went to their house and came with 26 plus points and held them equivalent score on defense. So other possibilities near there. You could say that we might have to go to Chiefland. We might have to go to Jay. We obviously know what Chiefland's all about. So let's take a look at Jay. Jay High School is currently 9-1 with victories against teams like Wauchula, Shipley, Baker, Freeport. So not a ton of teams that are the teams that are playing a bunch of good football right now. Our only loss of the season is to the Flemington Hurricanes, Alabama. So we will be able to have any sort of comparison there. But we can find some common matches. We have we went in actually lost 18 against Brantford. And if you've been paying attention to Brantford football this season, you know they're 6-3. They lost to Oakland. They won against Trenton 34-20. They lost against Mayo 40-7. They lost to Dell 14-13. So we're not looking at a great team there. Yeah, right there. So I'd say Jay not supposed to be that bad. I think if we played Chiefland in week 5, we would have probably have beat Chiefland without the self-inflicted fumbles and drop snaps. And week 1, I think we give Chiefland a much better game. I'd welcome that matchup. So, what are your thoughts? What matchup are you most? Make sure you leave it in the comment. Say, hey, this is a matchup you're hoping to see. This is the type of matchups you might be looking forward to. And let me know if it's an away game, if you plan on making the trip, especially if it's somewhere like Chiefland. I would expect us to travel very well to Chiefland. But if we're looking at some of the other matchups, let's look on Google Maps what the travel distance is to Pahokee from Williston. So choosing the starting point of Williston, Florida, and finishing in Pahokee, that is a 233-mile drive via the turnpike to the other side of Lake Okeechobee. 3 hours, 43 minutes one way. So I would say we'd probably be tuning in. If we have an away game matchup on the playoffs and you want that sort of thing, we'll start looking for some sponsors as soon as the playoff matchups are announced. Because the FHSAA charges $500 per playoff game on broadcasting rights. So if there are any businesses out there that would like to sponsor the stream, and we'd put a little ticker across the bottom making sure that we show off your sponsorship, we'd appreciate you reaching out to me. It's robert.mack@willistonsportstation.com, or you can reach out to my work cell at 352-286-5027. We also have a possible matchup against Jay. So let's see if we get Jay. That is a 350-mile trip in one direction, 5 hours, 12 minutes. So we're looking at 10.5-hour round trip for a playoff game. Let's see what a Cottondale matchup would look like. That's almost as bad. 3 hours, 25 minutes each way via I-10, 238 miles. It's even in a different time zone, folks, so you'd have to tune in with the time difference. So I guess it's all going to depend on what we see out of the playoff seedings from the FHSAA. And if the final rankings reflect closer to what Max Preps has, well, we could expect to get a home matchup. If it's more of the same from the FHSAA, well, then we might have some travel time. Although there is the possibility of us going right down 27 to Chiefland.
I got you.
So if it's a trip down to Chiefland, I would expect everybody to come make that trip down and support the Red Devils in a playoff game against one of our biggest rivals.
Let's go. Back it up. Here we go.
And we're going to take a little break while the rest of the halftime is finishing up here, just so that way I can get a little bit of water and stand up myself for a minute. So we hope you're enjoying the stream, and we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, everybody. We're back for the second half of football. Red Devils entered the second half with a lead of 21-0 over the Hardee County
Ladies and
Wildcats.
gentlemen, the kickoff.
Gagne's special team unit is lined up, ready to hand it off to the Hardee County Wildcat offense. Gagne boots one 5 yards deep into the end zone where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 on the 20, pending the results of this penalty. Let's see what the Whitehead has to say about it. Personal foul against the Wildcats is going to be half the distance to the goal line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10.
So without penalty, the call on the field, the dead ball foul, personal foul on the Wildcats. And they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Hardee lines up in I backs, twins to the right, lead to the right, and the Red Devils stuff it in the hole. They give them the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. And it looks like the Red Devil who led the stop in the hole was a little shaken up there. You could hear the pop all the way up here, even with the headphones on. So it was definitely a big hit. Hopefully the shotgun mic picked it up for you guys as well. In fact, if the sound is going a little bit better tonight with the microphone setup that I have tonight, feel free to let me know in the chat, trying to keep improving the broadcast for you. Got a little different something coming at you sound-wise. We've got great feedback on the video quality, so we're keeping that going the same as always. Same formation. Handoff up the middle is stopped after a big gain of 8.5, so it's going to be 3rd and short.
The hard run for Cherry and be 3rd and short for the Wildcat.
Same formation. Same play as the first play, but it's met in the backfield. Loss of 2, 4th down for the Red Devil defense on the opening possession of the second half. Hardee has a decision to make here. You're down 3 touchdowns. Do you try to
So no game will
something
play.
substantial?
4th down for the Wildcats.
Red Devils are playing punt safe. Hardee has 8 seconds to get this snap off. The snap is over the head of the kicker, and it's going through the back of the end zone. That is a Red Devil safety. That is our first safety of the season.
Snap for the punt goes high. Now the end zone. It'll be safety. Red Devils 23.
23-0. And Hardee is going to have to do the free kick from the 20-yard line to give it back to the Williston offense. Trying to get you a good setup for the free kick. You know what I don't have on here is a free kick, so we're just going to call it kickoff on here. I think even the Red Devils are a little confused on where they need to line up. Boys, y'all got to get closer up here. They're running around right now trying to figure it out. But this isn't exactly something you practice a lot in high school football is the free kick after a safety. 4-7-10. I'm missing one person on the Red Devil kickoff return squad. There he comes. Wildcats come up to the ball, strike it, and it goes out of bounds. Looked like at the 41.
The kick from Quito goes out of bounds.
Yep, we've got a good mark right there on that. I think the Red Devils are going to back them up 5 and force them to re-kick. If I was them, that's what I would do. Usually on a kickoff, you would just take it, but with it getting backed up to the 15-yard line, I think you got to back them up 5 and re-kick. Which is exactly what's going to happen. Let's widen out the shot just a little bit to see what will hopefully be a big play for the Red Devils special team unit. Squib kick to the middle of the field, fielded at the 45. And not much is gained off of it. Gets to the 48. And the Red Devils will take over on offense first down.
Tackle by Bass. Red Devils will take over at midfield.
Well, the first offensive possession for the second half starts in great shape, just outside of plus territory. All right. The Red Devils make a first down on this play. You got to like and subscribe. All right. It's free. It's nothing to it. Helps get Williston football and Williston athletics out to more people with the YouTube algorithm. And unfortunately, I guess that didn't happen. But the Red Devils are still playing it tough and turn in a gain of 3 off of a play that had the initial contact in the backfield. Mr. Jazikoff brings his offense up to the line of scrimmage. We got a wing to the left, strong left, pitch to the right. Jamari Williams lowers the shoulder and runs somebody over on his way out of bounds. Give him credit for another 4 yards. Third down and 3. Need to get a little ticker that keeps track of how many people Mr. Williams absolutely flattens during a ball game. Lead play goes to Mr. Penny, who gets enough for the first down. First and 10.
Handoff number 16 is good enough for a first down. And that'll move the chain
for the Red Devils. two receivers away from us, split backs in the backfield. Tight ends to the left of the formation. Balance formation. Play fake, drop back. And a wide open Bryson Willis catches the ball inside the Wildcat red zone. First and 10, Red Devils threatening to make it a 4-possession lead. Sorry, my brain was sitting there trying to figure out if it would be a 3-possession lead or a 4-possession lead already, but technically 24 is still in the realm of 3. Bryson Willis is his second straight big play, but this one
Touchdown,
goes
Williston.
for 6. Lead extends to 29. Special teams battery lines it up and boots it through for another
Extra point is
extra
good.
point good by Mr. Gagne to make it 30-0. I keep forgetting to make it say extra point. I remember the kickoff pretty well. Somebody predict the future and tell me when we're going to score a touchdown and kick it over to extra point, all right? Well, the Red Devils didn't get a first down on that first offensive play, but they got a first touchdown of the second half on their first offensive possession of the second half. So that could be worth a like and sub, right? Special teams unit lines up to kick the ball off to Hardee County. And Mr. Gagne boots this one 3 yards deep into the end zone this time. No flags on the play this time, so it's going to be first and 10 from the 20. Hardee County lines up in a strong I formation with a wing to the right and a pitch to the right. He turns it up for a gain of 5. Second down. I feel like I've got my sound tuned up enough you can hear my mouse clicking around on the scoreboard there, right? So maybe I'm picking up a little too much now. Either way, we hope you're enjoying the stream. Hand off the fullback. I think you got to give him the line of scrimmage there. Third down. I call it third and a long 4. Not quite 5, but close. Red Devil defensive line is really improving over the course of the season. Led by Tim Taylor. I formation, wing to the right, play fake, bootleg, pass is incomplete. He was looking for the second level.
For Reader falls incomplete. The fourth down to the Wildcats.
That is 2 consecutive 3 and outs for the Red Devil defense to start the second half. And they're going to take the officials' timeout for water break before the punt. Maybe it'll give Hardee a chance to talk it over and see if they want to punt or do a little something different here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome your 2024 Hardee cheerleader. Your freshmen are Amira Bragg, Leah Salazar, Aaliyah Salinas, Emmeline Johnston, Brooklyn Smith, and your sophomores, Harper Bellflower, Lainey Hines, Kale Dickey, Micaiah Lee, Emma Tyson, Cheyenne Hopkins, Rayleigh Deemer, juniors and co-captain Davy Bellflower, Tyler Pace, and Riley Klein. Wrapping up seniors, your captains Trista Gilliard, Maddie Prine, Gracie Hayes, Grayson Thomas, Corey Smith, Abby Urez, and Kiani Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hardee cheerleader.
Good snap. Good punt. Goes out of bounds at the Red Devil 38-yard line, where the offense will take over possession. Just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Red Devils are currently up 4 possessions. The offense will attempt to make it a 5th. In case you're wondering about my math there, I'm using 8 points per possession there. Is that? Play fake, hits the post wheel, and Bryson Willis takes it for a gain of 20 yards. First and 10,
Pass
Red
complete
Devils.
number 12. Tackled by number 42, Gage Kendrick saves a touchdown. That is going to move the change for the Red Devils.
I think Coach Pruitt was watching the Florida-Georgia game and trying to remind himself, Georgia does not like to defend the wheel. Why is Florida not running it? And went, hey, you know what? We should run it this week instead. And look at that. Post wheel hits the wheel for a 20-yard gain. Wing left. Handoff up the middle. And somehow Jamari just keeps getting yards and yards and yards. And a pancake block out there as well. The Williston offensive line is just trying to assert its dominance. We're looking at second down and 4 after the 6-yard tough run up the middle. Feel like we got to get Jamari in the end zone with the night he's having. Wing tee to the left. Buck sweep to the right. Looks like he hit the line to gain for a first down. Is that a buck sweep though? The extra motion, the buck sweep usually comes with one of the split backs, but I thought I saw 2 pulling linemen right there. Anybody else who's run the wing T offense wants to let me know in the comments. And Jamari's up the middle again for 6 to 7 yards. That's almost automatic right now for him. 2nd down and 4. Wing T to the left, split in to the right. Strong right. And that was going to be a big gainer, but Williston takes a timeout right beforehand.
Timeout, Williston.
Coach Pruitt must have saw something he didn't really like there. I saw an offensive lineman pulling him in front of Jamari and green grass in front of him. Timeout comes with 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. We're not quite into running clock territory yet. But the Red Devil offense and defense is playing like they want that to happen. Mario, appreciate you watching, sir. So if you're part of a football team that has run the wing T, let me know in the comments, right? Because, oh, hey, look at that. Nice little bubble screen out to the flat. And I think he got in. That's a touchdown. Give him 6.
Touchdown, Williston.
What a screenplay. Way to get out there in space and give him something to look at. Great catch and run, young man. Let me hit that 6 points on there. That little touchdown marker there. And guys, what are you supposed to remind me about? Extra point. There we go. Thanks for the reminder. Although anybody who had bubble screen going for a 30-yard touchdown on their bingo card for a Williston football game is a liar. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. It's automatic now for Mr. Gagne. And folks, that is
37,
officially running clock territory. Clock is still running. As we go to kickoff to the Hardee County offense. Williston shook off that initial little rust of the bus ride and rattled it off after that first offensive possession went 3 and out. They forced the turnover on the muff punt, scored, and haven't looked back since. We've had a couple of big plays, including an interception, numerous 20-yard plays like the last bubble screen you just saw, multiple runs. There were multiple 20-yard plays just on that possession alone where Bryson Willis caught the wheel on the post wheel concept.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up kickoff.
Gagne's special team unit lined up at the 40 as he gets ready to kick it off. And the play comes out to the 20.
Flag on the play.
Looks like a face mask. Personal foul against the defense.
Call on the field, a personal foul, face mask on the Red Devils.
That'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hardee County. The running clock looks like it's going to take us to the 4th quarter for the ensuing first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Red Devils 37, Wildcat 0.
You heard it there, folks. 37-0 as we start the 4th quarter of play down here in Wauchula, Florida. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35. Hardee County lines up in the I with strong left. And a lead to the left where the Williston defense let him get to the outside, and he makes an excellent run. Almost flips it right back to the 35 again, just on the other side of plus territory.
Another hard run for Cherries, good for 25. Now to move the team.
They gave him the 40-yard line there. 1st and 10. Wildcats. Now you see why coaches will always tell a defensive end to attack that outside shoulder. As soon as that lead blocker came and engaged and got the defensive end's outside shoulder, that's a blown play assignment on that defensive end's part.
Give to Kendrick up the middle. Good enough to move the chains again. It'll be 1st down Wildcat.
Split backs much to the right. Fake the handoff to the right, and he is wide open. Hard to get first touchdown in the game. These consecutive plays go from 35 of the Williston side to a touchdown.
Pass complete from Bryant to Moran for 6.
Hardee was good execution on that offensive series. They managed to seal the outside and get the outside after a couple of effective run play action for a 30-yard touchdown pass.
Extra point by Cleveland. Score now. Williston 37, Hardee 7.
Score 7-7. Running clock is still in effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up for the kickoff.
Wildcats on their second kickoff for tonight. Fielded on the 1. Gets out across the 20. They literally give him just across the 20. First down, Williston. Wing to the right. Split in to the right. Tight end to the right for an unbalanced formation. And that's Jazikoff evades the sack and almost completes a big pop.
Wildcats get pressure in the back.
So
That's
that's
the
a
pass comes
tendency
up incomplete.
to throw the ball out of balance formation. Kind of like put that on film ahead of playoffs.
Now, Williston.
Wilson takes his time out. Looks like we weren't quite ready for the snap. Band is still into it over here. Bryson Willis breaks off the counter.
Flag on the play.
Flag is thrown. Looks like it's in the area of an illegal block. With the counter play, there's a good chance it was a chop block penalty. I couldn't see what the call was through the Red Devil offensive line walking by.
Call on the field is holding.
Holding is the call.
The Red Devils back.
And off up the middle for 5. Jazikoff barely gets the pass off for the screen. If we hadn't had the 10-yard penalty, that would have been good enough for a first down, but we did have the penalty, so we're looking at fourth down.
Reader on the tackle, and it'll bring up fourth down for the Red Devils.
The game since the very first drive. The Hardee County coaching staff has seen enough of Gagne's leg to make sure to tell the returner to back up even more than he already was. I mean, he has to step back a couple yards to even take it on the fly. Hardee will take over 1st and 10 from their 37-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Sideline warning. The sideline warning prompts a timeout.
Call on the field is sideline warning on Williston.
Hardee lines up with twins to the right. I formation. Base pass to the flat.
Pass complete. Drive. Good enough for a Wildcat first down.
Hardee runs up to the line with a wing to the left, eye backs, toss to the left. Red Devils turn it back inside and limit the gain to 5 yards.
Toss to Taylor is good for 7. The second down Wildcat.
Eye backs twin to the right. And handoff to the right with 2 pulling offensive linemen. And gets enough for a first down. Clock is stopped for a brief
Handoff to Taylor is good for a Wildcat first down. Timeout, Wildcat.
Well, I was just getting an update on my son being sick at home, dropped my phone and cracked the screen protector. So looks like I'll be going and seeing Brandon Payne and the team at T-Mobile there in Williston tomorrow. Hardee County comes out with twin receivers to the right, eye backs, and a split end to the left. Definitely a passing look, and it's a draw play. That's our first look at a draw play. It's good enough for the first down.
For another first down.
I had forgotten to run the clock here, so let's try to catch up to it. Oh, number 33 almost collapses the play from the pulling guard who was supposed to kick him out, but just out of the reach of stopping the play deep in the backfield.
Timeout, Wildcat.
Hardee County uses its last timeout. 59 seconds left in the ball game. Touchdown.
It's complete from Brian to Wallace. Good for another Wildcat touchdown.
Hardee has finished up the game strong on offense here. Good snap, good hold.
Extra
Kick
point
is
by
up.
Cleto is good. That'll bring your final score to Williston 37, Hardee 14.
As we heard, that looks like that's going to do it for the game tonight. As the running clock is going to take that to a final score of 37-14.
Attention to all students and underage visitors. Now is the time to make phone calls to parents to pick you up. It is not a Friday night. It is a school night. So please start making those phone calls.
Yeah, I'm out late for a school night already. So, especially since it looks like I'm going to go home to a sick 9-year-old who's going to end up needing to make me work from home tomorrow. But at least it'll be driving home from a Red Devil victory, where Coach Pruitt is now 6 wins away from 200 wins in Florida. We're on a journey to become the first coach and only coach, probably, ever in the history of high school football to have 200 wins in Florida and 200 wins in Georgia. He's one of only a few coaches nationwide to ever have 400 wins in high school. And, a nice little 4-win playoff run to a state title would be a great way to lead into next season, don't you think? So, if you think somebody's got a good matchup for the playoffs, tune in tomorrow night as the FHSAA releases the playoff brackets live on their channel. See if maybe we can throw a little reaction together. If you guys might be interested in it, hit me up on Facebook. We can do some call-ins. We can talk about our path to the playoffs and a state title and see what you think. Right? So if that's something you'd want to do, hit me up on Facebook, tag me, hit me up on X at Watch the Dub. We'll see if we want to throw a little something together, guys. But we appreciate you tuning in tonight for Williston to extend their record to 6-4 as we head into the playoffs. Hardee falls to 5-5, but it looks like they're going to make the playoffs in 3A for their district and respective division. So this was a matchup of playoff teams. And Williston looks like they're ready to make a strong case for a state title again this year, and hopefully we can perform well for it. So appreciate you joining us tonight, and if you want to throw that together, let me know. Have a good one. Good night.